Hi there! Welcome to our Performance Edge Weekly Wisdom. Today's topic is how to tap into what motivates you, right? How do you tap into what motivates you? How do peak performers tap into what motivates them, right? So today we're going to talk about how to tap into what motivates high performer, right? And get you moving onto the path into achieving some of your goals, right? That probably have been stuck there for a while. Now, we're right there in the middle, right, of the years. How do you move the project that's been sitting there? How do you move it forward, right? So the reality is that we all want to feel driven and motivated, right? But sometimes it's hard to identify what is that will get us going, right? So I want to just, give out a few 2-3 tips here that can help you just keep moving, right? So really, the first step is to identify your values, right? Identify your values, right? You think about the project, the goal, right? That's not going. Identify your values, right? Think about what is that is most important to you and why. What do you stand for? Right? I talked about that, a couple of weeks ago, right? But what are your guiding principles in life, right? So knowing your values will help you figure out what will truly make you happy and fulfilled, right? So once you have identified those values, it will allow you to pay attention into this project, right? And take the angle, the perspective that gets you going, right? So when you identify those values, it's time to pay attention to your emotions, okay? Your emotions, right, is what energizes you, right? And on the other hand, what makes you feel drained, right? So really, what energizes you, what brings fire, what lights you up, right? So write those things down can be very helpful in the process. Write them down, right? Because that will give you an opportunity to look back, right, at your experiences also, right? You'll be able to see patterns in the things that motivate you or the things that don't motivate you anymore, right? So it also could help you set some goals, right? And because those goals will kind of give you a pull. So in setting those goals, think about the short terms, right? What can you do within a day, right? A mid-term and long-term, right? Which may take several months, right? Or even some years, right? So the key here is to tap into those emotions. If you are to achieve these goals, how will it make you feel? Right? How will it make you feel? Right? So the third key element is one of my favorites, is embracing self-reflection. That's going to be key. So take some time out of your day, each day, to ask yourself, right, where your motivation is coming from and why, right? Because you got to consider your successes in the past, your failure, right, your learning, right, and what you're going to learn from them. Because that approach will help you continuously, right, identify and build on what's working and what's not, right? So when you follow those 3 steps, right, of tapping into your values, right? So you think about the project right now that's you are not able to move it for, right? That you feel heavy, right? And you ask yourself, how do I move this? Right there and then think about that project. Think about some of the most important value, right? What do you stand for, right? What matters to you, right? So it can be adding value to people, right? It can be contribution, right? So think about the project that's dying, that you're not able to move. Think about what if this project was moving, what contribution will that make in the world or people that's gonna impact, right? If it's right? So even if it's in a company, right? Your stakeholder, right? And as an athlete, we all know that, right? If you're an athlete, right, the motivation is there. What are some milestones, right, you want to reach, right? So thinking your values really is powerful because those values really what matter to you the most. So when you anchor that, second, you go back down to the emotion, right? The emotion. And really here you need to be really keen, right? Analysis. What brings you fire, right? And what demotivates you as well. So it's important. So when you're organizing how you can maybe move some of the project around, right? So that's really helpful. And then 3, self-reflection. That's powerful. All right. So with that said, really that allows you to tap into what moves you, what motivates you, and then you can keep moving, right? So you can get closer one day at a time to your dream and to your success. With that said, until next time, live your dream. Bye.